Start of the second quarter. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network presented by Geico. We are tied at 14 between Utah State and Wyoming. And how about this state of Utah? 3 FBS teams, and they're all rolling right now. BYU won earlier today, their 5th straight win. And Aaron, Utah might be throwing the playoff for a loop tonight.
Yeah, I think up 14-0 right now against Oregon at home. State of Utah feeling pretty good about football.
Utah State going for a 6th straight win, control their own fate in the division. Try to win the division championship for the first time since 2013. Second down here to start the quarter, and that one complete. Nice catch by Justin McGriff. High pointed that and takes it to the 48-yard line, gain of 19.
Well, you saw Wyoming getting sick of being run on. They bring some outside pressure, leaving one-on-one on the outside. McGriff, great slant route.
And now a quick snap. Elion Noah runs into a wall and lost the ball. Cowboys are on it. Isaac White, the recovery.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down.
Wyoming had only forced 11 turnovers all season. This is a huge one.
Oh, just fighting for extra yards. That's what happens when big bodies are around you. You got to get 2 hands on the football. Once again, Wyoming making some plays on offense, defense stepping up with the big turnover.
Let's take a look at our Dr. Pepper Fansville cam. And a look at some Utah State fans braving the elements tonight. It's about 38 degrees. Feels like 32 according to the iPhone app. Well, they love their Aggies here at Utah State, cheering them on during this improbable season. They were 1-5 last season, 8-2 now. They can clinch the division and a spot in the Mountain West title game with a win and a Boise loss. They're about to kick off against New Mexico right now. Wyoming gets to bowl eligibility with a victory. On the first play, after forcing the Utah State turnover, tough sledding again for Titus Swen.
Oh, we've seen some offensive explosive plays. We've seen special teams. Now it's time for the defenses on both teams. You've been punched in the mouth a little bit by both these offenses. Now it's time to settle in. You're figuring out how they're trying to execute against your scheme defensively. So hopefully here in the second quarter we continue to get some big plays on that side of the football.
Wyoming hasn't had much success at all on the ground, most of it through the air. A 40-yard touchdown for Nayor. And they're going long again. Good adjustment, and a great catch is made. Wyatt Wieland in front of that Wyoming bench at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 23.
Well, it's the same route that Tompkins had the touchdown. One-on-one, you're against a safety, inside fade. And you said it, beautifully thrown football, but the adjustment on the back shoulder, there's nothing the DB can do at that point.
A heavy offensive line, they'll run behind it. And a cutback lane, that's Xavier Valladay. Give him 9 yards on first down.
That's a great job by Kreider, the center, number 73, pulling around to create some space for his running back. Big guy, you see him. Get the guys going downhill. Just enough for the defender to spring his back to make this a 2nd and 1.
High formation, turn the tight end. Jackson Marcotte over to the right side of the formation. They go up the middle. First down yardage. Valladay with some success here on the last couple of carries.
It's such a different offense. We talk about all the time Utah State's offense and the width and the speed and how they want to hit you, but you don't see a lot of teams across the country get into traditional 21, 22 personnel, so 2 backs, a fullback, a halfback, 1 tight end, sometimes 2 tight ends, and really just want to smash mouth football.
I love seeing the fullback out there. Levi Williams, a jump pass complete, and Cobbs has had a good night so far, had a couple of first down catches in the first quarter. He's down at the 13-yard line, pickup of 6.
Well, that's a 2nd catch on this rollout. It's a deep hitch route, about 7 yards. And I thought Levi Williams was going to be a little bit greedy, trying to force a corner route. That is his first read. Probably could have thrown it a few steps earlier. but still a tough throw going to his left from under center. Accurate ball on the outside peck.
What a start for Williams. 6 of 7, 110 yards and a touchdown. He throws it, and it's intercepted. Shaq Bond. I don't know how he kept that from hitting the turf.
Now you just gave Levi Williams the jinx. The announcer jinx.
You're right.
A little contact with Bond and Whelan. Was it called though? Bond, big red zone play. INT.
Tied at 14 early second quarter. Utah State just took it away at the 2-yard line. Shaq Bond threw the receiver out of the way like Shaq O'Neal here, Aaron.
He really did. I don't know why the yellow flag is still in the ref's pocket. A clear shove. Ball's in the air. Listen, hey, wasn't called. Continue to play till the whistle's blown. Was able to make it. And back-to-back turnovers. Utah State fumbled the football. Wyoming got it. And then Wyoming right there throwing the interception.
3rd of the season and 8th of his great Utah State career. But from the 2-yard line.
Well, goal is get 1 first down. Give your punter some room.
Up the middle. A little bit more breathing room and still reaching for yardage. Calvin Tyler Jr. Cole Goodbow on the stop. Tyler 9 carries for 43 yards so far. Right back to him. This time was hit at the line of scrimmage. It's Jordan Bertinoli who got his big arms on him first to slow him down. And a big play here for the Wyoming defense. If they can get a stop, end up with great field position.
Well, something we don't see a lot from Utah State. Actually, 2 tight ends in the ball game on this series.
To the ground once more. And it's right at the marker, but I'm not sure that Tyler was able to get there. And it is going to be 4th and 1, and the punt unit is out.
Yeah, they try to play big boy football, get the 12 personnel on this drive to see if they can get it on the ground to give their punter some room and get a first, but Wyoming ready to go. Great job up front by the second level. Being able to get the big 3 and out, get their offense to the field with some great field position as well.
Stephen Kotzenle to punt it from his own end zone. And it's a pretty good one, end over end, good hang time, fair catch at the 44-yard line. And that'll take us to a quick timeout. Don't go anywhere. It's a game of big plays early. Tonight's athlete profile is brought to you by Cooper Tire and Xavier Valade. Back-to-back first team all Mountain West running back, 2nd in school history in rushing yards, and a team captain this year for Wyoming. For more on that, we send it down to Amanda Guerra.
Hey, Chris, yeah, we know how much Xavier Valade means to this team, or X as they call him. Well, Coach Bull says for the first time in 19 years, he took it upon himself to appoint a captain. At Wyoming, they elect him. Well, he stepped in. He said, look, I saw his influence across this team, how much he's matured since I've been here, and I needed to make that move again for the first time in 19 years of being a head coach. He appointed him a captain.
They said he's been a great steady presence even as he's seen some of his carries dwindle thanks to this guy, Titus Swen, who spins down to the 43-yard line. It's 12 yards on that first down run.
Oh, the backside lead play. You get the fullback in there. Great job offensively, and then taking on the nickel. You see the big fullback, but you talk about both these running backs. The goal is to get them right around 20 snaps or 20 touches each. Keep them healthy, keep them feeling pretty good. It's a tremendous 1-2 punch here in the Mountain West.
Run to that strong side. Good contain there from Utah State. They were all over that. Titus Swen came into this thing with 550 rushing yards. Valade still first on the team, about 800 rushing yards this season, but over the last several weeks, it's been Swen getting the majority of the carries, and Valladay has still been a team leader. Not like a quarterback getting benched.
No.
He still gets his stuff, but he is more of a team leader than Swen is at this point in time.
Well, you got those two running the football, then obviously Levi Williams with his legs as well.
And this time it's up the middle and a big hole and a hurdle. Swen, first down Wyoming. You're seeing why he's earned these extra carries.
Well, Levi did a great job with the zone read, held the ball as long as he possibly could, reading the defensive end. And Swen's like, give me that thing. Watch me go over there and hurdle someone as they go and get another first down. But he is such a powerful runner. You see the patience as well. Wait for the hole to develop, and then the acceleration to get down the field to get the first.
15-yard pickup, his first big burst of the night. And now Valladay gets the corner. For more on Swen, we send it down to Amanda.
Hey guys, yeah, we asked the coaches here, Coach Bill, about Titus Swen because he opted out of last season because of COVID. Well, coming back, he earned the playing time. Chris, as you mentioned, they say he's matured, he's practicing better. He is outstanding in the weight room, they say, which is translated into absolute pure strength and that explosiveness you're seeing on the field. And while you mentioned Valladay's the natural leader, Swen's a little quiet, he keeps to himself, but you can see exactly what he is doing on the field and why he's earned that playing time.
They'll go back to Valladay, and he gets taken down behind the line. Justin Rice, another TFL.
That's a great job by both linebackers, Justin Rice and A.J. Vongpuchan. Both of them in the backfield, forcing the running back to cut back. And now the Prowler is out. Third and long situations, 11 best players on the defense. 3 best pass rushers, 3 linebackers that can also coverage and get after the quarterback.
And a lot of guesswork by the quarterback. I mean, what do you think is coming? Williams rolls out to the right. Williams gonna try to run for it, dives to the 19, a yard short of the first down.
I tell you what, Wyoming's done a great job of picking these packages up, especially the running back in the backfield. Valladay, these are not easy. No one open downfield. Great job by Williams taking it, and I love the decision. You got a big quarterback, great running game.
And they'll go quarterback sneak, and it should be enough for the first down. Levi Williams, 6'5", 224. Sneak, one of their best plays, and it's a first down for the Cowboys.
We just don't see it as much nowadays because it just drives me crazy. You turn on games on Saturday and it's 4th and 1 and quarterbacks are in the shotgun. It's like, get your butt under center and get that foot, get that 2 feet, get that yard, whatever it is, and get the first down.
In the red zone once again. Last time down here they threw an interception near the goal line. Williams, one-on-one coverage, it's hauled in! Joshua Cobbs with the touchdown!
And there was a lot of miscommunication. Cornerback thinks that he's supposed to get some safety help over the top. He's playing cover 2. Levi recognizes, all right, no one wants to cover my big receiver on the outside, let me throw it up for him. And Cobbs having a sneaky good first half with some big catches and a touchdown.
Yeah, had 2 big catches for first downs early on in the game, and now 4 catches, 48 yards, and that 17-yard touchdown grab as Wyoming retakes the lead. 3rd time they have led in this tit-for-tat affair. Joshua Cobbs and the Wyoming passing attack, bringing it tonight in Logan.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Cooper Tire. Go with the Coopers. By Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy. And by Verizon, 5G built right.
Josh Allen threw the game-winning touchdown in Wyoming's last win in this rivalry series in 2017 right here on this field in Logan. And he is going to be suiting up once again for the Bills tomorrow on CBS. Bills and Colts in the 1 o'clock Eastern time window, along with Lamar Jackson, the Ravens taking on the Bears. 4:05 Eastern, Bengals and Raiders from Vegas. Big one in the AFC playoff race. Getting you ready to go with all the action beginning at noon Eastern with JB and the guys on the NFL Today. Tomorrow on CBS. Short kick. Savon Scarver is going to get a chance. Scarver turns the corner, and he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Let's go back to that touchdown pass. Wyoming going up by 7.
Well, you got a post route and a go and cover 2. So this safety has to make a decision. Go over top or take this post route over the middle. He takes the inside seam. I would have loved to see the cornerback, who has no threat to the flat, continue to the retreat, but at the end of the day, that's a well-thrown football to the field on an absolute rope, and we know Levi Williams has that type of arm. Not an easy throw, but like I said, would have loved to see that corner retreat a little bit more.
They call those 50-50 balls, but I swear the defense gets them about 10% of the time. Bonner, dangerous throw. It was over the head of his intended receiver. Kind of late and all the way across the field. It was intended for Derek Wright. Wright kind of broke it off and came back to the play. No harm, no foul. It's just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Tompkins goes in motion. They hand it off. Just a good tackle there by Chad Muma. He was the only one left to keep contain on that side, and that's why he's going to be an NFL player someday.
Yeah, if there's one guy left to make a tackle, you want number 48 making that play. I mean, he's the guy. You talk to scouts, you talk to this coaching staff, there's a belief he's a 3-down linebacker at the next level. High football IQ.
And now on 3rd down and 7, Bonner in trouble and crunched before he reaches the marker. And Bonner's slow to get up.
And Bonner's definitely used his legs more than he would like and his coaching staff would like in this football game. But once again, credit to Wyoming in this secondary. We said it, this is one of the best defenses and the best matchups we're going to see in the Mountain West, being able to slow down this passing attack for Utah State. And obviously Utah State, they've had their chances, they've had their moments, but overall, to hold this offense only 14 points here in the first half so far, I would chalk that up as a win for this coaching staff and this defense.
It's an offense that averages 33 points a game and 468 total yards, which is 1st in the Mountain West. Fair catch after a 39-yard kick. And Wyoming has the football and a 7-point lead here. 5:13 to go in the first half. Boy, Wyoming has struggled all year to throw the football. Not tonight.
Well, Levi, the talent's there. There's no question about it. Big arm. You saw in that last touchdown that not a lot of guys in college football can make that throw to the field on an absolute rope. He can do that. And I think part of the issue is they don't have the most talented guys around him. But those guys tonight are stepping up and making plays for their quarterback as well.
1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. Williams, back shoulder, catch is made. How about Joshua Cobb's 5th catch of the game?
Oh, he is making the most of this game right now. Back shoulder fades. You see the height advantage on the corner. And that's the most important thing with these back shoulders for these receivers. Continue to run. Let the ball slow you down. Too many times I see these receivers running. They start to slow down. DB's able to make a play on the football. He stacked the DB. Full steam ahead, let the quarterback bring you back. Beautiful throw, beautiful execution by Cobbs on the outside.
Cobbs had just 13 catches all season coming in. 5 tonight, including that touchdown on the last drive. And a good run on 1st down for 7 yards.
We said in the first quarter, I love the 1st down throwing from Wyoming. It breaks your tendency of getting up and 21 personnel and just running the football. It's loosening this defense up, and that's why you're seeing some of these bigger runs here these last 2 possessions, because now the threat of throwing the football, it's real.
On 2nd and 3, couple of tight ends on the right of the formation. They go left with Xavier Valladay, patiently picking his way, spinning, and stretching to the 37-yard line.
Well, we're seeing some tired Aggies on the field right now. Look at the left side of the offensive line. Getting to the second level. Big number 69, Erica Bojay, doing his thing, getting to the linebacker. We talk about Swen being more of the bruiser. Valladay just bouncing off tackles left and right on his way to another first down.
I'm really happy to have Bojay back after missing a couple of games at that left guard position. And now Williams, look down the field, now checks it down to a wide open tight end, Trayton Welsh. He's in the red zone. 19 more yards for the Cowboys through the air.
Well, it's the threat of Williams running the football. As soon as he pulls it down to run, you'll see it as we roll this tape right now. As soon as he runs, you're going to see the linebackers step up. They commit, and then the tight end does a great job finding the open hole right there. Safety linebackers come up, tight end stays alive. Beautiful throw, beautiful conversion.
And now running, Titus Swen. That's why he's getting those carries. Offensive coordinator Tim Polasek says he dies hard, meaning you just cannot bring him down. You think you've got him, and he'll stretch for a couple more.
Well, you see Utah State bringing in 5 new defenders right now, trying to give these guys a little bit of a breather. But this offense, this quarter, between the passing attack, the running from their 2 stud running backs, along with Williams, kind of has their head spinning a little bit.
From Bonda's defense, their backs against the wall again. They came up with an interception near the goal line a couple of possessions ago. They'll benefit from a slip there. That was 2nd and 1. And Titus Swen lost his footing and is hurt.
Utah State has taken their second timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
Utah State calls a timeout to preserve the clock here with 2:12 to go.
We'll see what this step looks like. Hopefully nothing major for Swen. Looks like he just overstrided with that right foot trying to make the cut.
He's okay, in some pain there. Swen Ed carries 32 yards in this game.
Powerful back these last 2 possessions, wearing down this Utah State defense.
And Utah State again in danger of falling behind by double figures. Talked about at the outset, 6 comebacks went down double figures this season. As Swen walks off under his own power, a little bit gimpy.
Gary Anderson better be ready for that
There's no
amazing
timeout on the play
halftime speech that he's been able to give throughout this season. We talked about it earlier. He mixes it up. Sometimes it's in your face. Sometimes it's, hey, listen, guys, who are my leaders? It's time for you guys to step up in the second half. But they are not afraid to show up in the second half and get ready to go. Obviously, you don't want to be in that situation. We'll see right now if they can get off the field, get their offense some time, see if they can put some points on the board.
And they give the timeout back to Utah State because of the injury. Xavier Valladay lost that football. That was 3rd down. Wyoming able to get back on it. One of those offensive linemen jumped over the top. That's Zach Watts. But it brings up a 4th down.
It had an opportunity to get the first down. I believe that might have been Shaq Bond making the tackle.
The ground forced that fumble, it looked like anyway. 28-yard attempt. As Utah State calls a timeout. They want some time for the offense to put some points up before halftime.
Yeah, they know that offense. 1 timeout left, 1 minute, 52 seconds, plenty of time.
And coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, Brent Stover, Kevin Carter, Houston Nutt back in our New York studios. Really interesting day in college football, huh? You had Alabama taken to the limit by Arkansas. Ohio State just blew out Michigan State. Oregon losing right now at Utah, and Cincinnati finally shows up.
I know, Cincinnati, we've been begging for them just to blow someone out. It's the right time to do it. You know, it'll be interesting what happens with Utah versus Oregon, but Cincinnati, just win, man. You never know what's going to happen. Oregon goes out. Say Georgia beats Alabama in the SEC championship game. Cincinnati is going to find a way to get into the playoffs, hopefully.
28-yard field goal attempt for John Hoyland, 6 of 9 on the season. And that one stretches it to a 10-point lead for Wyoming, and there it is. A double-figure deficit once again for Utah State.
Speaking about the state of Utah real quick.
Down the road, Salt Lake City.
Utah's up 28-0 at halftime versus Oregon.
Whew. Well, that's going to open up a spot in the college football playoff, because if Oregon had won out, they would likely get in. If they lose again, they're out.
They're done.
If they don't come back from 28 down, they're out. That opens up a spot for a Cincinnati, maybe even a 2-loss Alabama if they lose a close game in the SEC championship game.
I think the big game next week in the Big 12, Oklahoma State.
One of those two teams could get in.
Yeah, I think a one-loss now, if the Pac-12's out, a one-loss team from that conference. Wake Forest lost in the ACC today to Clemson, so that conference pretty much eliminated. It's been a great year, really kooky year. It's going to be really interesting down the stretch who can stay alive these last few weeks to make the playoffs. And
look no further than this Mountain Division. I mean, Wyoming was picked 2nd in the Mountain behind Boise. Utah State was picked 5th. And Utah State's 5-1, Wyoming's 1-5. Savon Scarver, one of the best return men in college football history, brings it back to the middle. Scarver gets a block. Scarver tripped up across the 35. Everybody was rising to their feet because they saw it was that close from an NCAA record 8th kickoff return touchdown. With Utah State down 10, 141 to go, we take a look at the Nissan Heisman Watch. Bryce Young got the win today. C.J. Stroud is coming, though, Aaron.
Woo! I mean, you want to talk about some Heisman moments versus Michigan State today. Obviously, Bryce Young over and over again. I just think C.J. Stroud down the stretch, if he can do his thing versus Michigan next week and then lead his team to victory in the Big Ten championship game, I think you might have to give him the edge.
Utah State looking for something positive here at the end of the first half, and that'll work on first down. They get it to midfield. It's Brandon Bowling again on the reception, good for 14 yards.
And a great job by Bonner, stepping up in the pocket, keeping his feet very active underneath him, and an accurate throw in the deep cross.
Under 90 seconds to go, first half. 4-man front. And that pass is caught on the sideline once again. Bowling is having himself a first half 5th catch for 50 yards.
And it's just one-on-one corner route with Isaiah White, who's coming in for Gandy, who's banged up and not able to suit up tonight for this Wyoming defense. They found their matchup, and they're going to keep going after it.
The previous play of a catch for a first down is under review.
He'll look to see if he was able to not only get the hands underneath it, but get in bounds. Replay official Ronnie Ford, our first review tonight. I thought it looked good.
Yeah, I thought he cradled it from first view up here, but we'll get some good looks at it. You don't see the ball move. You know, the contact with the ground doesn't force it to wobble around in his arms. I think he's able to get that right hand under. Ball's right against his chest. I like it. I like the catch.
On the field, a completed catch for a first down is confirmed.
How about that for a fast review? Kudos to the crew. Yep. Ronnie Ford up there in the taking a look at it. The replay official confirming that right away. I think Blake Anderson, he was thinking he might get a little bit more time. But it's first down, just like that. Scarver, the good kick return. Back-to-back first down catches by Brandon Bowling. And they are nearing field goal range in the red zone once again with plenty of time. Going for it all. Tompkins was the intended receiver, and he was turned around. He was looking inside, the throw went outside.
That's a great job defensively. They were ready for the inside fade once again. The nickel's going to jump to the outside. You see right there. And Tompkins, what he has to, you have to keep running there because you know that the quarterback's seeing you're running the inside fade. I'm going to throw it to the numbers towards the sideline in that general area. You can't then all of a sudden mid-route cut towards the middle of the field just because the corner's playing a little bit more outside leverage. You got to keep running.
1:02 left, still one timeout for Utah State. Down by 10 on 2nd and 10. And Bonner completes it. First down yardage, it's Devin Tompkins once again.
Great inside comeback route. Beautiful at the top. Comes right back to the quarterback. Very friendly on-time throw from Bonner. Another first down between those two.
Now patiently sending Tompkins in motion. Play fake. Bonner batted down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. Looked like Cole Goodbow got the big old mitts up there with 38 seconds left.
Yeah, when this offense is humming and moving fast, sometimes it makes it really tough for the defensive line to really set their feet and feel confident enough to get after the quarterback. So if you struggle in that category, get your hands up, be ready to knock the football. Good job by Goodbow.
Utah State has not led in this game. Down by 10 now, and they'll keep it on the ground with that one timeout. They're going to use it here. Haven't used it yet. Looks like they're going to hustle to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down and 4.
All out pressure from Wyoming. You got one-on-one across the board. Take your matchup like right on the outside.
They send the pressure. He'll throw it to the end zone, and nobody was there in the back corner. With 12 seconds left, he'll likely have to kick a field goal.
Oh, they're bringing a cover 0. Everyone's coming. Safety down the middle. Pipe blitz. He was throwing a corner route, just had to get rid of it too soon to Tompkins. And there's a couple times we've seen Bonner come up limping after a few of these hits in this ball game.
He's taking a beating here in this first half tonight.
Utah State has taken the 3rd timeout.
Utah State takes a timeout ahead of this Connor Coles field goal attempt. A rough outing earlier this season, missed 3 field goals against UNLV, but he's made 9 of his last 10. As you see the Rome Weber hit on Bonner.
Yeah, I don't think it was just that hit. I think it has been the compound of hits that he's taken running the football tonight. Obviously a shot there in that lower right leg. Obviously bothering him a little bit. See if he can get it feeling pretty good here in the second half because they're going to need that right arm.
This field goal from 36 yards to cut the deficit to 7 here in the waning moments of the first half. Coles able to sneak it through that left upright. And it's now 24-17. So they do get points. But Wyoming is likely going to take this 7-point lead into the halftime break. And again, Utah State is going to be tested in the second half. But one of the reasons they've been so successful this season coming back is what they did in the offseason. The conditioning program, Blake Anderson said that this all started in the offseason when everybody was huffing and puffing. Said, look, when we get in the 3rd and 4th quarter, you're going to be in condition. The other team's going to be huffing and puffing, and we're going to make this comeback. Now, Bonner's heading to the locker room, but I don't know that we can read too much into that because he's not going to touch the ball again.
Yeah, it's halftime. He's just going to get a little bit head start, get on the table. Let the training staff start looking at him right now, get him ready to go for the second half. But yeah, they know they are an undersized football team, so what wins it for them? Being in better condition, like you just alluded to, coming out there, and they believe 4th quarter is their quarter.
And they've been proven right time and time again. An angled kickoff, and a fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Expect Wyoming just to take a knee and take this thing to halftime. Stick around for the Verizon halftime report here on CBS Sports Network. Brett Stover, Kevin Carter, Houston Nutt back in the studio as we wrap up the night here on CBS Sports Network. And what a half for Wyoming. Utah State in first in the division. Wyoming tied for last. You're seeing why Craig Bull and his staff were so confident when we talked to them this week. That's the end of the first half. 24-17 Wyoming. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico.